till now.
Oh.
We're coming right into it. So, winners finals is up next, and it's gonna be Kins0 versus LazyyySloth. And they're already playing actually. So LazyyySloth doing some crazy like upset, beating Fluid Coding and then Knuckles. I mean, he truly is, you know, a master of like the random. I think.
I guess so.
I played against him in winners. It wasn't fun for me. He's very, you know, he picks his spots very well.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? He has a lot of experience with around the world.
Around the world. Yeah, I'm not sure if the previous TOs told chat about it. So he did the taunt.
Oh,
so cool! Is he gonna shy spot?
No,
yes.
no, yes. You can't do that.
We have a game mode here in the Netherlands. It's called Around the World. It's basically like a 4-player Iron Man, except you play all the characters, but with 4 people. You have 1 stop, but you also turn on all items
and all stages,
and all except the legal.
Except the legal.
So you play on only like old school stages and then like the random stuff, and you have all items on like medium. So it's higher than this event. But that's I think why I played that a lot as well. So that's why I think some Dutch players are kind of,
it's like where you see people like LazyyySloth this high.
Yeah, I mean he's an around the world feed. He gets out of there. Yeah, it's smart.
It's like fun to see it, even if you're like not as good in singles as like your opponent, you can still beat them up.
I'm curious about this matchup because Kins0 is a bit of a different kind of beast, of course. He 3-0'd Renzo, I think, to get here. Yeah, I think it was a 3-0, if I don't recall correctly. Didn't look.
Oh! Okay. That's also the thing, right? Even if you're behind, you can still get.
Stuff will happen, random stuff will happen. But it's like you won't win by being lucky.
Oh, you minus point,
I especially like, Kins0, it's like, sometimes you have these top players that are kind of tryharding.
Yeah.
But Kins0 is like, he's smiling. It's like all the players have been smiling like all bracket long. It's been only like people having fun, enjoying themselves.
It's a funny thing.
It's really a fun side event. Like Bruce was kind of try, but this is just
this is
whatever,
like whatever.
Whatever.
Even if you like Bruce, it's still fun.
It's still fun. As long I mean, you can lose in a very annoying way, I guess.
I mean, like there's always possibilities to happen, to create things to happen. So even if you're not a good at the game, you can still have a lot of fun.
Yeah, if there's a bit of a skill gap, but you can still equalize it.
No,
I feel like now we're getting a bit further in bracket, like the counter picks are getting a bit more serious. We're not going to be seeing that much like poker floats and like Rainbow Ride aren't going to be that often picked probably in this part of the bracket, which is too bad because poker floats is like one of the best stages in the game. It's so fun.
That's what I mean, you can be the best player at this event and still get messed up.
I mean that's how Knuckles lost, right? Before the break, he lost the last game. He was like up like
3-1 stocks.
3-1 stocks, and then he got last time he got hit by a claptrap at like 80% and just dies. Dude, I saw Kins0 do something like
he didn't.
I saw Kins0 do something super crazy like against Renzo. He helped the ledge on one of the outer platforms, then dropped out and did an instant side B, and then goes under the platform to the main platform. So you can grab ledge from the side ledge. Look at me eat.
Eating. Okay.
You always
no, that was so.
You always grab all the food when you can.
For sure. Like, just to clarify, items like the maximum heart and the invisibility throw, and items like that are all banned. Yeah,
so you kind of bend. I feel like maybe would this be a good idea for around the world as well?
No.
Kinda. I mean, they are kind of broken. There's a reason we banned like the max heart and the. Yeah, and then the star itself and the cloaking device as well. It's a very good example of an item that's kind of a bit too busted if someone gets it. No, it's funny, we didn't ban like the hammer, for instance, which also
that's what I was thinking about. Same as for the metal box, like if you hit it, you get.
You become very heavy, right? So
that's also really good, especially.
There's a lot of good items, but I guess it's like both players can get them, right?
Yeah, for sure. One thing I like though about items is that it discourages you from camping.
Exactly. I mean, It's like, isn't that like the formative bridge program?
Yeah.
Where it's like you put items on very low and then you do combo jungle. You can't camp, so because there will be items.
There will be items. Which
So-
are usually very good.
Yeah. Though you know, I didn't know the difference between like low and medium was this big because I'm used to medium and then the response. It's quite a lot of response. And with low, it's like.
I think some people played on very low, so you might have played on very low as well, and then you didn't really know. Yeah.
Oh
I think
yeah.
that happened because one of the setups I played on wasn't very low instead of low.
Okay, I mean,
And then that's
everyone
really
has to like. It's funny in the beginning with the bracket, no one knows how to do the setup,
Yeah.
and then once you've done a few matches, everyone's like, oh yeah, we'll bring Star and New City and then this and that and such. So yeah, but oh no! Actually, genius count. No!
Okay.
Oh, dude, that was so close. And you know, LazyyySloth, he takes those.
Yeah, for sure.
He's out there.
It looks so funny though.
That was
like
so incredibly fun.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, the counterplay. Once again, Fox being the best character in this game
Oh
mode.
my God. Yeah, Spacey's really a benefit from like the random stages.
Sure. That's why they got banned. One of the reasons they got
Why Spacey got banned or the stages?
the stage.
Yeah, that's true. And Fox is still the best character in the game. That's crazy, dude. Oh, that's it, right? Yeah. Okay, well, with the Z from Kins0, like,
Yeah, you got it.
LazyyySloth really,
Basically.
got it. Oh, that was so smart.
Okay.
Kins0 is, I mean, he's kind of styling, but he's also like,
Yeah, he's like
shining there.
smarting and he's stunning at the same time.
Yeah. He's a pretty smart fella, you know.
And really good to play.
Yeah, really good. So I was actually surprised. I thought Riggs was also attending, but I haven't seen him.
Oh, yes, at the independent.
Why isn't he playing this? I feel like this would be like fun for him as well, you know. And also, you know, see some foreigners actually play our side events, except instead of only Dutch players. Yo, Homer man, yo, yo.
Yep.
It's so funny that like throwing and dropping it also gives like full knockback.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's such
it dismounted.
it's unfortunate. And then like beam sword is terrible. When you throw it, it does nothing.
I mean, it's alright. It's pretty fast introductory.
I mean, it's fast, yeah, but also disappears quickly and it doesn't really do that much knockback.
Oh, not again!
Not again, dude.
Oh, okay.
Oh, smart,
Okay.
smart.
That's
Go the other way.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, lives, right? Oh, he missed a stack.
Didn't
Kins0's like smirking all the time.
It's like a smart direction to Fox shine, and when you shine it into the blocks right there,
Yeah.
you get like an extra knockdown for some reason.
Oh, okay.
That's how like.
That's very,
Yeah,
very, like,
Yeah.
Oh, I think
no
so.
way. Okay, he does. It's fine.
Oh. No.
No way.
Oh,
you
okay,
won.
Okay, he won.
No way.
Unbiased commentary.
Unbiased commentary, by the way.
That was
I
really
mean, we have
fun.
to root for a bug. And the underdog.
It's so crazy that he's in winners finals.
Yeah, that's like.
Really makes my loss look good as well.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, same because you lost
I
winners
also
one.
lost.
Yeah, both of us got eliminated from winners by LazyyySloth.
And you
Okay, and
can see
Kins0 with extreme soul decides to go to poker floats. Doesn't care about like good or bad counter picks. He's here to
I
have
mean,
fun.
yeah, he knows he's the best player at this tournament, you know, this event. It's
Oh
like-
yeah, but it's not about winning. I mean,
I know. Like, it allows you to be more creative.
Jim Morrison just said, you know, no, there's no prize money. It's like the fun is the reward you're getting.
Yeah.
So it's like even if you win it, like what's there to win
Yeah.
except some honor?
I mean, you can brag about it, I guess. Nah, I'm gonna,
You can brag about it,
yeah.
I mean, but at the same time, this is one of those brackets where it's like you win because you have luck, like genuine like luck. Oh,
Okay,
kills,
okay.
yeah.
Crazy combo. There's some weird combo.
Oh,
he knows.
he knows. He
Oh, he didn't know.
Yeah. He doesn't know.
He did know, but like, he didn't like.
He has never practiced it. I feel like he hasn't played around the world.
No, but he does do some like crazy stuff. But you see,
Yeah. It's kind of like, which is crazy because I'd expect, you know, competitive players to don't really know this. So if you play long enough, then of course you'll end up at poker floats
Yeah.
like sometimes.
Oh.
Which is funny. So this event for the newer players is like sucks. It's terrible. You know,
Yeah,
you
like-
get if you're like someone who started Slippy Kids, someone started doing Slippy. and you have to play on these stages you've never played, and you play with fucking items on, and it's like the other guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
You
imagine like you're just like a new player and you're playing against like LazyyySloth who knows every stage, played on this like 100 times.
Yeah, I played against Virtual Tiger in winners, and I asked him before for some Virtual Tigers, like a bit of an up and coming fox. But he's very young. He hasn't played for more than like a year or so. And I asked him, have you ever played around the world? And he was like, what's that? And then I knew, and in that moment I knew you're gonna have a bad time. And he did. He did have a very bad time against me. It was not a lot of fun. Well, for
did
me,
not have fun?
Well, he had a bit of fun, but then he got hit by like 2 bombs that spawned in his face. So
okay.
I mean, he should have been better.
Should have been better at the game.
Should have been better in the game. But that's the difference between me as a veteran and him as a new player. It's like.
And if you're good enough at the game, you can like, you know.
Okay. That was juicy, Kins0.
Okay.
Even with the 0% SD he did, still
Well played.
good.